Namaskar, welcome to Tourism Simplified. So today we are going to discuss about the strategy to prepare for UGC NET December exam. So application has already started for December exam. I hope your study is going well. So let's start. So the main topic today we are going to discuss is about how to prepare for the exam and what are the main points you need to keep in mind during preparation for the UGC NET exam. So when it comes to the exam, the most important thing during preparation is understanding your syllabus. Because if you don't understand your syllabus properly, the chances are very low, very extremely low. So understanding syllabus is very important. Uh, Everything mentioned in the syllabus is not important because you are going to your target is not scoring 200 or 300 out of 300. You need to clear the cutoff, so you are not preparing for everything. So you need to make strategies, you need to find out the important topics, you need to make important topics notes, and you also need to learn how to leave things, because if you're going to cover all the things, it's going to take year, and after the year you won't be able to remember everything. So it is important to know your syllabus properly. Even you should memorize important topics of every unit. If I talk about myself, I remember every single topic from every unit because I have memorized my syllabus. I know the important topics and I know what to study, and I know which things to leave. So these things are very important. You need to find out the important units from which the questions arise. So PYQs are the only things which can help you to decide what you have to study or what you have to leave. So first of all, you should know about your syllabus. Second thing, go for PYQ. Either you purchase a book or you find previous year question papers from your seniors or whoever's. On internet also you can find PYQs. Uh, PYQs are very important when it comes to study of any exam. If you're preparing for any exam, PYQ is the key because it helps to know about your patterns. It helps to you to build confidence and know about your weak areas and strong areas, and helps you to build your study plan and preparing your notes. So PYQs are very important. I have seen many people who do PYQs, they just mark the PYQs and they move ahead, but you should not do that. You should analyze the question is asked from which unit, from which topic, and is this a repeating questions? What are the options given? Are the options available in the syllabus also? So these all things becomes very important because this time the question is asked and the options is given. Next time the question can be asked from the options itself. So you need to study about everything. And if you cover 5 years PYQs of paper two or paper one, anyone's, and you prepare it properly, you don't need to study anything else. That will be enough. Just 5 years PYQs will be enough. You don't need to study even extra words. So even though I'm not recommending it to not study anything else, but please, it is very important. When you start your study, when you start preparing, first um, buy a book for PYQ, or you can download PYQs on internet, analyze them properly, solve them properly before even starting your syllabus. Do this thing first, and after that jump to your syllabus, mark important things which you have figured out from PYQs, and make your notes according to them, memorize things according to them, and leave the extra stuffs, because 80% of people questions are asked from 20% of the syllabus. So you need to know that 20% of the syllabus to get those 80% of questions right. And the rest, if you have time and you can complete your syllabus properly and score even higher. But scoring higher is not mandatory because it's a cut of these things. So you should have target in mind that I need to score 220 plus, and that will be enough for my JRF or net. So let's move to the next topic, which is focus on paper one. Paper one is a game changer. There's no doubt about it, because paper one, when it comes to the final cutoff, it is combined. It is not just for the paper two. So I have seen many people who devote their most of the time on paper two only. They study a lot, and in the end, they are not able to qualify the exam, or they end up with net only. So because the paper one has its own importance, it consists of 100 marks, and if you're scoring good enough in paper one, you can leave other people way behind you, because most of the people focus on paper two, and paper one they score average marks, and if you score above average marks in your paper one, the chances for JRF is very high. So if I talk about myself, I have scored around 90 marks in paper one, so it was a game changer for me. There's no doubt about it. And scoring higher in paper one is more easier than the paper two, because the content, it is available freely on internet everywhere. YouTube has its own courses for the paper one. You can find, more than 100 tutors, and you can choose your, best one which suits you. I will also recommend some of the YouTube channels which you can, go through their playlists, and which will help you in your paper one. So why paper one is important? Because it's very easy. The syllabus is very easy to cover in 1 to 2 months. If you devote 2 hours a day properly for it, and practice some mock and PYQs, you will definitely score 80 plus with 1 or 2 months preparation. So it is very important. And for the December exam, I will definitely want you to be study paper one from now onwards. So you roughly had 50 days for the exam. Definitely, you will going to have 50 days for the exam. So in 50 days, you can prepare your paper one really well and score 80 plus in the paper one. And some of the units like research aptitude that coincide with your paper two syllabus, so you can cover up that unit using your paper one also, because the content on YouTube is very extensive. And if you are good enough to use your resources, you can score really well in your paper one. So let's talk about study techniques which you can use. So first of all, you need to study smart, not hard. Studying hard means you are devoting your 10 hours a day, and output is nothing, or you are reading or learning something which is not that much of importance. So you need to know about what you have to study and what you have to leave. Second, you need to make, time management is very important. You need to devote your time for paper one, paper two as well. And accountable measures, which means you need to be accountable to yourself. You are preparing, so you know that are you really able to prepare, or you are just wasting your time, or just sitting in front of books or laptop. So please devote your 2 hours, but devote them properly. You need to be there whenever you are studying. So approach for the paper two. Approach, as I have already mentioned, PYQ. You need to go through PYQ first. Then you have to need to go through syllabus. You have to make very short notes, and you need to keep revising things. Do not leave anything from PYQs, not even options, because it's very easy to cover up. If you start with 5 years of PYQ to 2018 onwards, so a paper in a day, keep a target for you need to keep a target for covering a paper in a day. So like this, you can in 15 or 16 days, you can cover up all the PYQs very wellly, with options, very easily. And if you have done this, then half the job is done. Rest half is for Google search, and you need to do some extra stuff and learn some extra things. But half the thing is done through PYQs and knowing your syllabus properly. So self-assessment is very important. You need to know, and PYQ also helps you to know your where you stand. For example, from the day you start your preparation, you start with PYQs, and the day you end your preparation will also be PYQs, because that will help you to attain your goal. And you need to set goals for daily. For example, that I will do a mock test. Mock means PYQs, 1 year's PYQ daily. So your target should be realistic and very small. Don't put higher targets, because you can follow your chart for 1 day or 2 day. After 2 3 days, everyone loses motivation. So if you have small targets, you will get motivated when you achieve the target. So setting a realistic goal is very important. And target your high scoring unit like marketing, management, and research and statics. These are the four last units of your syllabus, which I think is the very high scoring and very predictable also. Rest of the units, you can find question randomly coming from anywhere, but these 2 3 4 units you can cover up properly. You can make proper notes. You can find content on internet very easily about these 4 5 units, and you can prepare them very well. And questions are very predictable. If you are doing PYQs and you are making proper notes of marketing, management, research, and statics, then you are going to score very well in these units. And your 50% of the syllabus will be covered up definitely in these units, because unit one is very easy unit. It's about models and history and basic definition, organizations and their headquarters and year of establishment. That's your unit one. Unit two is about geography. Unit three is about tourism product. So first 3 units are very easy to cover up, because you can find content anywhere on the internet. You can simply Google the content, and you can mug up all the content, and 50% of the things comes up from these units, especially tourism product. more than 15 question every year is asked from that unit. Unit number 3, which is tourism product of India, which is general knowledge only. And the unit 2 is geography. 2 3 questions are asked from it. But if you have very basic knowledge about world geography and vegetation and all these things, you will definitely going to score in that unit. Unit first is very easy because it's a models, history, and organizations. That's it. So last 4 units and the first 3 units are very easy units to cover up. So try to start your study from these units. Most of the people don't consider these things, but staying motivating is very important when it comes to preparing for any exam, because over the time you lose your motivation when you see your friends doing something, or someone earning money, or someone doing jobs, or someone going to party, chilling, or playing, whatever others are doing. So these all are the distractions, and when you are studying, you are devoting your time in studies. These things, you easily get demotivated, because over the time you find yourself doing nothing, because preparing means you doing nothing until the result come, or until the you got your aim goal. The preparation is means nothing, because output is nothing. So staying motivated is very important. You need to stay motivated, because then you can only study. You can do, especially if you are consistent, then motivation is not a big issue for you, because a consistent person is automatically motivated, because he has own target in his mind. He's doing things, he has his own challenges, and somehow he's enjoying his journey. This entire preparation journey is very beautiful. You will definitely enjoy it if you are consistent, and you have that motivation to get things done. Yeah, 50 days enough. Devote your time for paper 1 and paper 2 as well. And PYQs are very important. I'm repeating this again and again and again, because someone who is going to do this 5 years PYQ and going to exam directly is going to definitely, clear this net exam definitely with paper 1 plus PYQs of paper 2. If you're doing just these 2 things, you are definitely going to score 180 plus in exam very easily. And if you do some extra stuff from your syllabus, you're definitely going to cross 200 plus. It's very easy exam. It's not a big exam. Most of the people don't understand the syllabus completely. They don't know what to study and where to study and what to leave. And these are the most important thing when it comes to study for any exam. So thank you for listening. I will be coming up with complete syllabus analysis and the PYQs analysis with you, if I got some support from you, because it took very it took effort to make videos and devote time, because I also need to study, make PPTs, and then what I have to say, all these things. Yeah. So my motivation will be your support, and if you're going to support me, I will definitely going to cover up your entire syllabus on YouTube for free, absolutely free, and providing you some resources and guidance. Next video, I will be coming up with the complete syllabus analysis and how you will be approaching the syllabus. So thank you for listening me. Have a nice day.